What does it mean to be different? Is it your appearance, your actions, or something even more complex than that? Are you different when you have to force yourself to be normal? Does having to fit in already make you different? Forced to conceal your true self for the pleasure of others? Is there a reason why society creates rejects and marks these people as strange or weird? People you walk past every day and do a double take for just to think, what a weirdo, and continue following the herd. Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night is an original anime from Studio Doga Kobo, releasing in the spring season of 2024. The story revolves around these 4 social outcasts who all come from troubled pasts. Kosoki Mahiru, a skilled artist who gave up on her dream after being ridiculed by her friends. Yamanouchi Kano, a talented singer and former idol with a dark past. Takanashi Kim Anok-mei, long ass name the fuck, a pianist and music writer who is a massive fan of her. And Watase Kiwi, a VTuber streamer who does not follow the norm. Together they found each other to thrive in different aspects through the music artist Jelly. In short, all these motherfuckers are incapable of functioning in society. But that's okay, that's why we're here. The simple premise of this show does not give it enough credit to how beautiful written the story is. The weight and depth the characters are written with are on such an elite and high level that it's hard to point out all that's good with it. These 4 are not just social outcasts in what media likes to call social outcasts. Loners who turn out to be super pretty bishoujo girls or picture-perfect supermodels falling for the nerdy introverted gamer with only 2 friends who for some reason always depict Wario and Waluigi perfectly. The girls in this show are on 4 different spectrums when it comes to being different. Well, this one might be a little bit on the spectrum as well. All being bound by troublesome pasts, it's clear that even when we try to move forwards, there will always be the lingering feeling of, what if I fail again? Past events that really scar you, especially as a child, don't just magically disappear when you find new friends or hobbies. The feeling of doubt will always be planted in the back of your mind, and it's up to you and the people around you to help you deal with it. This is Koseki Mahiru. Koseki Mahiru loves to draw. She gets a big opportunity to draw a big ass mural. Koseki Mahiru is very proud and shows her friends. Koseki Mahiru's friends thinks it's stupid. Boom. Imposter Syndrome. Imposter Syndrome is when you doubt your own ability compared to others, even if there's evidence to suggest otherwise. Mahiru developed severe Imposter Syndrome. It was clear that as a child she loved to draw, being excited to show off her new pieces to friends and family. Look at that stupid ass grin, so adorable. Another thing that was very clear was how easily others' opinions affected her. Small statements from her sister or friends really stuck with her no matter the weight. When showing her friends the mural she was really proud of, there was no attempt to stand up for herself. She instinctively covered her name and agreed while her art got ridiculed right in front of her face. Little bitch energy. The feeling of having to fit in and not be shoved aside as an outcast were stronger than the passion she had for art. Even after meeting Kano, who proclaimed she was a massive fan of that same mural, her mind was already programmed with doubt and denial and cut off any risk of being ridiculed again. Even with the support of her friends, the lingering doubt never left her. Mahiru is different because she is so scared of being different. Meeting expectations is the killer of most dreams. When your sole purpose of doing something is to please someone else, your passion will slowly fade away until your heart and mind have totally distanced itself from it. Every girl in some shape or form was met with this harsh reality of failing expectations or disappointing someone they looked up to. Just like Mahiru's rekindle with art, you need to be able to do it for yourself. If your sole purpose for playing basketball is to impress your parents, you will never make it to the NBA. Not like you would make it either way with your 4'11 looking ass. Yamanouchi Kano was always just an extension of her mother. All she did was her mother's wishes in hope that she would one day be praised for her work. Becoming an idol or singing was never by her own volition, changing herself drastically just because someone she trusted promised her a bright future. Getting called out for being born as a golden child, not knowing or feeling any of this favoritism they spoke of. Also not getting to experience any real friendship because of her mother's dream. Gaslighting your own child is crazy, by the way. When this bubble of admiration finally burst, she had no reason to sing anymore. Getting caught in a scandal, and even when managing to recoup with Jelly, her whole motivation to become big again was to reach her mom. The one person who caused your pain. You become deluded that someone needs you just because that's all you know. Kano as a character is a very clear sign of someone who suppresses her own feelings in exchange for the happiness of others. Don't care about me, can't you see I'm smiling? Kano is different because she was forced to be. In Takanashi's Kimura's case, he was feeling inadequate in ways he couldn't even help. A normal case of bullying. That's kinda fucked, innit? Bullied for the color of her hair and that Harry Potter-ass spell of a name, she surrounded herself by music as that was all she had. After meeting Kano back when she was a B-tier idol, her whole worldview changed as that was the first time anyone was actually kind to her. Because this is fiction, she might have actually meant all that shit, but in reality, if any idol tells you this, they are lying out of their ass. It's not wrong to call Kimura obsessive to the point where she also lived her life for another person. After Kano's scandal, she lost the one person she dedicated her life to, losing her own meaning in the process. There is nothing wrong with having idols who you look up to, but when that person becomes a bigger part of your life than yourself, you're bound to get hurt in ways that has no substance to it. It was only by pure stalker behavior and Kano's zero survival instincts that she ended up being able to work with her idol again. Kimura is different because she is an idol fan, because of her unhealthy obsession. The idea of thinking that other people dislike you when there's no evidence to prove so is called paranoia. Watase Kiwi was a super confident kid with more boyish hobbies than most. Her shuni face definitely did go over the time limit, and going into an all-girls high school is literally calling for social suicide. The sudden reaction that she never experienced before was too hard for her to process. Even if no one directly bullied her, she got frozen out from every friend group. Every small comment that might be directed at her felt like a direct assault, and no matter how much she tried to hide away behind an avatar, she never found a place where she belonged. Going from feeling like no one's opinions could ever hurt you to developing severe social anxiety through constantly lying about how amazing your life is. Being scared that your surroundings change faster than you. Kiwi is different because she never changed. Media is supposed to invoke feelings in some way. It might be joy, it might be sadness, or even just pure hatred because how ass it is, but in the end, the shows who invoke the most emotion from you in any shape or form will be the shows you remember for life. Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night is a roller coaster of all those emotions, using well-planned animation and perspective to make it feel very dynamic and unserious in some scenes while going deep with good depictions of trauma in the next. You see yourself in the characters and can relate to the problems they face. Just as they are silly high school girls doing silly high school girl things, they support each other unconditionally just because they know what the other side looks like. But mostly they are just silly girls doing some casual Yuri on main or talking in depth about the greatest thing God has given us, which I'm also here for. I just wanted to yap about this show in a more sophisticated way. I hope you still enjoyed, and don't forget to join the Discord and follow the Twitter, and with that, I'm out. See ya!